So those are, I would say, my two biggest things. Is number one is always do what's in the best interest of whoever you're trying to help out, whether it be the consumer, it be your team, carrier partner. Do what's in the best interest of them, and it works. And then second to that is give and don't expect. I've just built the business that way and built the company that way, and it's been an amazing 10 years. Had a couple conversations with a couple agents that I've known for years, and it's always the same conversation that kind of comes up, like, Jagger, why do you give all this information out and don't expect anything back? And we just hit 10 years. Yesterday was our 10-year anniversary as EIP. Fast 10 years, an amazing 10 years. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, lefts, rights. But that's how I built the business. It's always give and don't expect anything in return, and it always works. I'm not great with words, but one thing that I've realized in life, and this isn't just business, but if you give and you don't expect anything in return, you don't let yourself down when you don't get it, because I'd say 90% of the time I don't get things back in return from people or from business and everything else. However, the 10% of the time that I do, it's tenfold, so give and don't expect things back in return. And what do I mean by that? It's like, we've helped a lot of agents and agencies over the years just with little tidbits of information. Now, some mentorship, essentially, with a lot of different groups, and helping out with scripting and back office stuff and lead gen and everything else along those lines. And I've never asked, hey, listen, I'm going to teach you our playbook for recruiting agents in your area. And, in return, I want how you generate your Facebook leads. No, I've never been like that. Now, if I get something back in return, that's great. If I don't, then, it's something I always keep in the back of my mind, but I don't expect it. I don't want it. That's not why I help people out. One of the things that I've done is I have surrounded myself around great people in the industry that have helped me in a lot of different ways get to where we are today. It's not, a lot of these companies have built very, very successful businesses, and I've surrounded myself around them, and, they've helped me. I feel like I've helped them in a lot of ways, and mentorship is very, very big. So if you can surround yourself around like-minded people that want to do business the right way, I highly, highly recommend it. It's what I've done for 10 years, and that's why we have been as successful as we have. 10 years, almost 250,000 policies on the books, 60,000 square foot office, north of 130 team members, I believe we're at today, which will be scaling well over 200 next year. A lot of agent hiring next year. And we just want to help as many people as we possibly can. This year we kicked off 2 new areas of business. We've always been focused on Medicare on the direct-to-consumer side of business, the call center side of it. And late last year, we hired VP of brokerage to start the brokerage division. Absolutely has been amazing. We've got a lot of people that we're talking to right now. We've got a lot of people that or a few groups that we've brought over, some really large groups that we're bringing over to us now. And we also launched the life insurance division this year. Yeah, we've only got 2 agents today, but we're hiring. I think we'll have 6 or 7 that are starting here in a couple of weeks. And then we've got 3 classes next year. We'll hire close to, I think our goal next year is 60. So we'll be at almost 70 agents by this time next year. I think our last class is in October, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, a lot of great things have happened this past year, and it's all it's all coming too. And that's the great part about this is, give and don't expect, and just do the right thing 100% of the time. So those are, I would say, my two biggest things. Is number one is always do what's in the best interest of whoever you're trying to help out, right? Whether it be the consumer, it be your team, it be a carrier partner, do what's in the best interest of them, and it works, right? And then second to that is give and don't expect. If you give and you don't expect something in return, like I said, 90% of the time you're probably not going to get something. But the 10% of the time that you do get something, that's, I said tenfold, I'd say 100-fold, that you're getting back in return. And I've just built the business that way and built the company that way, and it's been an amazing 10 years. So make it a great week. Shit's about to get crazy. I tell my team time and time again, mid-September, it starts getting wild. Leads start coming in, the people that are proactive instead of being, behind the game. People start, the leads start ticking up. And I've been doing this for 10 years, right? And it's been very consistent. Right around mid-September, leads start going up. It's going to be crazier for all of us this year just because of the fact of, definitely if you're doing MA, of course, with all the WellCare shit that's going on right now, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of clients that we're either going to be moving or we're going to be, who knows, I haven't gotten there yet. Our big thing is we want to take care of as many people as we possibly can, but we're only so many people, right? We've only got so many people, so many hours in a day, so that's a whole nother topic. But listen, it's going to be a wild AEP. The one thing that I hope many of you guys do is, you need to retain your book, right? Retain your book of business. Get the messaging out to the clients the right way. I don't know how that is for many of you guys. We send it out digitally first, and then we send out a mailer out to the clients for the people that don't watch the videos. Now we've got very sophisticated technology that knows, hey, they clicked this email, they watched this video, they didn't. If they didn't, then we send them out a mailer. Trying to reduce costs. Of course, emails are cheap, right? Mailers are not so cheap. But get your messaging out the right way. Talk about Inflation Reduction Act. Talk about, what's going on in the market and the reasoning why we're seeing such a huge disruption this AEP. Talk about, put an asterisk here because I don't know legally what's in our contract, what's not in our contract. Don't talk shit about WellCare, but at the same time, you can inform the consumers of what's ultimately happening there, okay? And then leverage technology. What a lot of people have not done, and these Connecture and Sunfire and these groups are getting better with this, but leverage technology where consumers can go in there and do their own plan comparison, right? Everybody's got a Pearl where you can essentially send them, the Pearl, send them out your URL, and they can self-enroll. Well, guess what? You still get credit for it, right? If you put the right messaging out to the consumer and they know what to do on a walkthrough, and they know that, hey, it's extremely busy. This year is going to be, they say 50% of people are going to, shop or, buy a new plan. I don't know the statistic. I've heard 35, I've heard 70, I've heard, and nobody actually knows. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of people that are switching, a lot of people are shopping, a lot of disruption in the industry just with the communications that are going on and so on and so forth. Just prepare as much as you possibly can. And that's over these next 2 weeks. We send out our first email. We used to send them out like the third week of September, but we're not going to do it until, the past 2 years, I think we've done October 1st. Obvious. Why? Because of the fact that the benefits aren't actually out until 10/1, right? So we tell them, hey, hey, 10/1, the benefits are out. However, you can't actually enroll until October 15th. Okay, so we make it very clear in the video. So if you want to go be proactive and you want to find the plan for you, if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out. But, October 1st is when you can go out there and poke around, and then October 15th is when you can actually enroll, come back and use the same link. Okay, but if you have any questions, if you need any help with that, that's the type of stuff that, as being in our downline, more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction, and not point you in the right direction, give you our playbook of what we've done on our side. But anyways, hey, make it a great day, make it a great week. Have a wonderful AEP, and appreciate you guys.